And now, our feature presentation.
Are they twins or is one just a reflection?
Forget it, Vic.
What is this?
If I can't find a real man, I would rather die a virgin.
Last chance. I'm gonna count to 3.
Where's it coming from?
Kill a camera.
And we're certainly not going to disappoint tonight, everyone, because what we've got for you is extra stupid. Not that normal stupid.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. Hey. Just got to turn my camera on now.
Right on.
Where's my options?
Did I?
Way to go.
Oh, because I haven't frozen on my end. Oh, yeah, I see on there.
Here we go. Okay. Camera. Yes, use my camera. Where'd it go? No, it's me. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I just got to figure out how to turn my camera on, but I can still watch the movie.
Well, I assure everybody that this is going exactly as intended. So don't adjust your screens. Don't adjust your sets. Don't wiggle your rabbit ears on your set there. Just sit back and enjoy the sweet comedy sounds that we provide to you.
All right.
Sure.
Good idea. I'll come with you in a...
Next to your corporeal form, the disembodied form is your favorite.
Yeah.
Harry Belloc. Thought that said something naughty.
I thought it was Harry Belafonte. Field director to the stars. Yeah, let's get stuff started.
Wheeler Oakman.
Like newspaper reporter? Newspaper publisher? That's J. Jonah Jameson, I think.
Yeah, that's triple.
No, I'm trying to figure it out. You guys do what you need to do. I'm trying to figure it out, how to get the camera going here. I'll watch the movie while I'm trying to figure it out. Don't worry, I'm still here, everybody.
Sam. What's Paolo waiting for?
He's going to try to get an extension on his note from Hardy.
He might just as well try to get the old man's one good eye.
That's rude. leave his eye alone. He only's got one good one.
I want to talk to you about an extension on my note, Mr. Hardy.
It won't do you any good. But come on in and get it off your chest.
Wonder which one of these bankers is undercover. Could be. You think it's like Tootsie, where it's going to be a lady going undercover as a fella?
Give me a moment, please.
Probably.
I'd like to attend to. Don't scowl like that. Is it wrong for a girl to get a ride into town?
What's wrong with the girl? Always Blake Hardy.
Didn't you go to scouting school?
Oh, it rubs me the wrong way, Betty.
Why, Robert Hunter. Blake has nothing against you.
I wish he had. I don't like him, and he knows it.
Will you deposit this check for Dad, please?
You know, there's a lot of bank tellers, but I feel like I'd do really well as a bank listener.
And 3 4 5 for me.
You just calmly listen to their problems and then tell them, yep, I listened. That's all I'm going to do.
Yeah, you want your money, you got to go see the teller. I mean, I can't help you there.
I can't help you there, lady.
Hey, are you going to go through life spending every cent you can get your hands on? Oh, putting nothing by for your old age? To say nothing of our children. We are going to have children, aren't we? Yes, that's what I thought. Now listen to me, young lady. My future wife has got to be more economical or else...
Or else what?
Well,
who's taking out a loan?
Well, never mind. You go there and make out a deposit slip for $30 and a check for $20. That's all you get. Never mind. That's all you get.
See, he's telling her.
That's a good teller.
The bank is flooded, me, Sam.
As soon as we're married, you'll see, buddy. You'll see.
Well, he said everything in front of you, but there's actually not much in front of the teller other than this fella.
Get busy. Come on, I'll give you half a minute.
All right, bossy, calm down.
Yeah, back when people were actually scared of guns. Not anymore. No. Now you can go in, you can wave one of those around, and nobody's bothered.
They just pull the bigger one.
I feel like even the money was bigger back then.
Like larger in size?
Yeah.
No, worth more.
No, just like physically larger, you know? Which is weird because we've gotten larger as humans, but the money's gotten smaller.
I have the 4 5s now, please.
I know I've gotten larger as a human.
Sure.
Well, in a show fraught with technical obstacles, I learned that my mic was off the entire time, so now it's back on again.
Oh, really? So no one was hearing your dulcet tones?
No.
Well, balance has been restored. It's like the Star Wars there, you know? Burglar alarm. There's no mistaking what that's for.
It's an alarm clock. Like I wouldn't take that seriously if that rang.
You blew that guy away for saying stop.
Imagine how embarrassed that guy would be if a fire broke out and he pulled the burglar alarm.
They scold him, the building's just burning down around him. Like, we can't be wasting resources on these kind of things.
Why, I couldn't shoot. You understand why.
It says Highland and savings, but they weren't able to save that man.
Get your hat and coat.
Or the money.
Or the money, that's right.
They're not too good at the savings business. Well, you might just have to not see me because I cannot figure out how to get this Skype to acknowledge my camera. It wasn't an issue before, so. But I don't know.
Miss Swinton.
Okay.
Just one more question.
Did you try unplugging the camera and plugging it back in?
After the man.
It's attached to the. It's part of the laptop.
We'll tear it
So
out of the
there's
frame and then crudely bash it back together into the frame and see what happens.
Wait. Is this laptop in the room with you now, Justin?
No, it's upstairs. Yes, it's in the room with me now. That's how you can hear me.
$16,000 in currency was stolen. And that car didn't move a finger.
Oh, they didn't lose money. They just lost currency.
The pistol was in his hand. $16,000. He turned over every last dollar. 16,000.
Okay, yes, 16,000. We understand.
Yeah, we get it.
Stakes here.
You wouldn't think of that. And there might have been another murder. Betty Winton. Yet all you can think of is your money. Why, you'd been satisfied if I'd saved it, even at the cost of Miss Winton's life.
Yeah, that's quite enough, Hunter.
I'm not through telling this greedy old scoundrel what I think of it.
Oh.
Calm down, everybody.
Yeah, really, hey?
You're through in this town.
Gentlemen, this is disgraceful. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, do you concur in this verdict? That Raymond Grady came to his death at the hands of persons unknown? And
what jury?
Yeah, it's the smallest courtroom I've ever seen.
There they are.
Oh, wow.
That means they had, so did I. That means they had a room to fill this in. This is what that means. They had a room. They didn't have a courtroom. They had a room.
Yep.
So they set up a table, and then they set up a jury to film it against probably the same wall that the table's by.
You can tell they trained for this shot.
Shows they got budget. They got a big budget in this movie. They can afford to train.
There you go. I've put a picture of a dog in your place, Justin.
Oh, good. Something to look at.
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent.
How do you do, ma'am? I noticed your sign outside, and I'd like to take a look at your room.
Oh, I should have taken that sign down. I just rented my last room. However, I may be able to put you up.
This was a bait and switch the whole time.
However, maybe I could convince you to be in my room for a little bit, if you know what I'm saying.
Tonight.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to put him out.
He's only staying a short time. You don't mind sharing the room with him, do you?
Of course not.
He might mind. You have to ask him first.
Why would I mind sharing a room with a total stranger?
Oh, I've seen this. This is he's about to meet like a Polynesian guy, and then they're going to go on a ship and hunt a big white whale. I've totally read this book that this is based on. It's exactly what happens in Moby Dick. What's the name of this movie?
Undercover Man.
Undercover Men.
Wait a minute. You don't think Herman Melville saw this movie and then wrote Moby Dick, do you?
I'm pretty sure that's what happened, yeah.
Makes sense to me.
If the guy comes in and he's like covered in tattoos and has shrunken heads, then yes, then definitely.
Yeah. There'll be no doubt about it.
That courtroom scene was so exciting that if you look at the poster, that's the one they used for the poster. I just looked it up now.
I didn't expect it so early.
That's the big action shot of the movie, I guess.
Fine.
Yeah.
Feels fine. I'll feel better when I get a wash. Suppose my room's all ready for me.
Yeah, just one little point of order there. There's a strange dude in there.
Don't tell me you've gone.
I don't know how he got in there. I tried to stop him.
Go on, you know better than that. It's just that I rented your room to a nice young man. I want you to meet him.
Okay.
Everybody's so amenable to having strangers in their room.
I can't wait to meet this guy.
Mr. Hunter?
Yeah?
Can you come out?
Not just now. I'm washing up.
I wanted you to meet my son, Jamie.
I said I'm masturbating in here, lady.
You you didn't tell me he was a cop.
Supper will be ready soon.
All right, Wallace.
I'll just hover creepily outside the door where another man is using the washroom.
Yep. Don't mind me, just slowly changing.
Slowly getting undressed. Knowing at any moment this guy could walk out the door.
Maybe they know each other.
From down at the bathhouse, you mean? Or what?
Yeah. I know what undercover man means.
Paying for it. I hope you don't snore. Huh? I said I hope you don't snore, that's all.
Oh, no, I'll stay awake and see that I don't.
You don't mind me.
The guy who directed this also directed another masterpiece that we saw. He directed the great film Thoroughbreds.
Oh.
Yeah, same dynamo director.
This guy's got some chops.
Yeah. He knows what to do with one street and one room and one building.
Pick up in 10 days.
I don't know if you guys caught that little headline there. It said dog turns fisherman.
Yeah, I did see that.
Got himself in the car.
Good for that dog for leveling up in life.
One fellow that would like to see those.
It's a real upgrade, isn't it?
Shouldn't be long.
Yeah.
See, my outfit's out after them.
Oh, you harnessed up the dogs, huh?
And they'll soon get them. You know anything about the Mounties?
No, I only know it's pretty hard to join, isn't it?
Yes, and getting harder.
Oh, really easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Fellows.
I can shoot fast.
This is like reverse Donnie Brasco.
Do you guys notice there's only one bed in the room?
Yep.
Like, I can understand sharing the room, but that means sharing the bed as well?
All right, Hunter.
Yeah.
Means sharing everything.
A new trend called hot bedding.
They gotta share a toothbrush, everything.
Two become one.
So I'm just gonna read you the tagline on Letterboxd of this film. Undercover Men. The dramatic story of peacetime heroes. That fearless band who fight humanity's battle against crime! Exclamation point.
You never hear of... You always hear of war heroes. You never hear of peacetime heroes.
No, apparently.
Maybe in a year, maybe two.
Yeah, I'm decorated veteran. I didn't fight in any war. Served during a time of complete peace.
Yeah, I just went out there, just started shooting. I'm assuming some of them were bad guys.
Everybody's got a custom door in this time.
Yep.
The coroner had one too.
Send that man in.
Just which one? Just anyone? One conversation. He's deciding to join up, huh?
Mr. Hunter? Of course you realize the government does not operate the Royal Canadian Mounted Police for the benefit of young men trying to clear themselves of the charge of cowardice.
Yeah.
Is that a charge? You can be charged with cowardice?
I don't think he was charged with anything. I think he was he fired from the bank? I didn't quite understand. Like, is that was that a legitimate criminal charge, or was it, like...
The applicant interests us.
I mean, you're allowed to not interrupt a robber if they're robbing the bank, you know? That's not a crime to not get involved.
Parts of it are, sir. Very wild.
Now this
Yeah, I didn't think the bank was like the army, where if you turn and run the wrong direction, they shoot you.
Yeah, that's right.
It's desertion if you leave the bank teller post.
Yeah.
This movie's known for these wild, dynamic, somebody writing something on a piece of paper and handing it to someone's scenes.
I've been assigned to active duty at Glengarry Barracks.
I'm trying to guess what Justin's eating. I think it was some sort of pretzel.
It's a sandwich.
A sandwich.
A cheese sandwich.
It did not sound like a sandwich. I agree. I was thinking more like peanuts.
Yeah, I thought nuts too. Yeah.
Just a cheese sandwich.
Nice.
Well, that's what I had time to grab before I ran down here.
Well, who doesn't like a movie with some snacks, right?
Yeah. I was trying to move the microphone away from my face, but I guess it wasn't helping.
Only amplifying it, if anything.
You men have but one
This is RCMP school.
Oh, now we're going to learn all the secrets. This is how they train them.
You have the entire force and majesty of the Dominion. Even the Empire behind you.
The whole empire?
What? The whole empire, everybody. You can call up Queen Victoria herself and just, hey, I hear you're behind
New
us.
New Zealand on this one.
Integrity. Each one of them.
It's too bad that Walter White wasn't part of the Star Wars universe, because then the Empire could have built the Meth Star.
There you go. He's been saving that one up, folks. He's had that one written down by his computer. It's like the chance hasn't come up.
The Meth Star.
Came over. Here's your $9.
Yes, if Walter White were in charge instead of Darth Vader, that they would have won. That shit would have gotten done.
True.
Oh yeah.
He would have been right on top of that.
With 100 in the case. But I'm sorry now.
And Walter White took some time to break bad. He didn't just instantly flip like Anakin.
Yeah.
Well, he flipped pretty instantaneously, though.
What'll I do with the money? Still rent in advance. Someday when I get a leave, I'll go back and use it up. Okay.
I mean, he's dissolving dudes in acid in like season 1, so.
Yeah. In the first episode, I think. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta dissolve a dude in acid.
Right. Gives them the Anakin Skywalker treatment.
Okay.
All burned up.
Although acid bath sounds relaxing, the bath half of it.
And they acid wash jeans.
It's a really good idea to shoot this scene by a waterfall, huh, guys?
Oh, I can't think of any logistical challenges that might pose. What are you talking about?
Did you see this?
Yeah, nowadays they film the actors on
Dog
the
turns
soundstage.
fisherman. It says it again. That story's all over the news. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, that's great.
At the Black Hills Barracks and let him pray.
That's great. I wish this movie was about that dog.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
I think we all do. That's a movie.
You see the dog fishing at the falls here in the background somewhere.
He's just in the background, yeah.
You're not defending him.
Please let my hand alone. He doesn't need me to defend him. I think it's cheap to ridicule him like this.
Well, it's his own fault he turned coward, isn't it?
He's not a coward, and you know it.
Well, if that's the way you feel about it.
That's exactly the way I
That's still about what? Sorry, I can't hear you. There's a big waterfall behind me. Hi, Mexican guy. Dog fishes. Dog catches a whopper. Eight people
blew that
killed by
tower
the
away. Did
Madigan-
you guys see that?
Yeah.
8 people killed by Madigan gang. Doberman Pinscher catches a shark. I like that the headlines are like neck and neck. Until you get to like the dog's the main one, and then like the Madigan gang killing people's like the bottom corner.
The black sedan? Thank you.
Now, are they implying that because the guy didn't shoot them in the initial robbery, that he's responsible for these deaths that have fallen on the other towers now?
I'm not sure what they're implying about him here.
I think that's what they're getting at.
Oh, sure, See, just pull over any black sedan. I bet all black sedans look alike to you, huh? Typical RCMP.
Shot
him. Oh, he just shot the Mountie?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, I guess that was the right black sedan then.
I guess all black sedans are terrible after all. My mistake.
I guess all black sedans are equally guilty. I guess that's a lesson learned, guys. Huh?
That must have been tough at one period in time for like, if a criminal had the only car in town.
Yeah, describe the car. Well, it's the only car in town he got away in.
It's the only thing around here that looks like a car.
We are being sent after a desperate gang.
I can see it from here, actually.
Who was the driver? He was. He's the only one who can drive.
The only one, yeah. I can see it from here, actually. He parks it outside his house. It's right across the street.
Methods of crime, which you've been well trained in.
This would have been before driver's licenses, too, I assume.
Wow.
1934? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how if they bothered with it back then.
I wonder at what point, after how many car crashes, they figured, fellas, we better start regulating who can drive these machines.
We better start, being a bit more picky about this. They did, though, when cars were coming out, because people were being very reckless with them, and they would hit, because people were used to just being able to walk on the street. They weren't used to, like, having to deal with cars, and so they'd be just walking on the street or crossing the street, and cars would be driving recklessly and whack into them. And so the people selling the cars, though, decided, you know what we should do? We should have a marketing campaign suggesting that it's the people crossing the street. It's their problem, not the cars. It's the people crossing the street who to blame. So that's why they came up with the term jaywalking, because it was an insult. Being a jay was being basically an idiot. It's basically the equivalent now would be moron walking. Awesome. Would be the equivalent today. So that's why they came up with the term jaywalking. It was like a propaganda campaign to make it seem like it's the, you don't say person killed crossing street. You say jaywalker killed, because he was doing something wrong. It wasn't the guy driving the car. It was the jaywalker's fault, right?
Well, I call on all newspaper-style guides to adopt the term moron walking for that term.
Yeah, rather than eliminate the slur, let's beef it up.
Yeah, let's just go. We gotta
modernize.
Modernize it, guys. Come on. Times have changed. A J isn't an insult anymore.
There was something funny about that golf bag. I carried him in for him, and I noticed there was no clubs in it, yet it was heavy.
Probably had him
No clubs at all. In fact, it was filled with money. Crazy big bags of money with a big dollar sign on them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, when did criminals stop using those bags? Because those are like the number one way to carry money away from a bank robbery for the longest time.
Sad days. Yeah, sad days when they stopped,
Some innovative criminal somewhere just said, you know what, guys? If we just took like an unmarked backpack or something, we could get away with a lot more of these robberies,
I think it's the bags that are holding us up, guys.
Now, let me talk to you about the striped shirts we wear.
The big raccoon masks. How come he's dressed like a waiter and sleeping in bed?
This is like watching Denzel in The Equalizer, the way that guy just deftly leapt there,
Yeah. I like how he had the nice old couple be the distraction by the door with the gun pointed at them, so he could jump in to surprise him.
That was like John Wick style choreography.
All right, handcuff yourself.
Now march yourself out to the police station. I'm gonna go. You just stay there. Yep, handcuff in the front. That's how you do it.
There are golf clubs in there. That guy is a liar, a dirty liar.
All right, move out.
We found a gun in there too, I think.
Well, sure, there's a machine gun, sure, but there's also golf clubs in there.
Just gonna leave the Tommy gun there, huh? All right, good.
He must have had his golf clubs in his Tommy gun bag.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What did I send with the wife for her golfing trip? Oh no. Oh no, he's dead.
Come on, let's go.
Did the Mountie shoot him?
No, I think he just fainted. I think it was a gag.
Okay, okay.
Get back to sticks. Maybe you shouldn't worry about that. What do you mean? Just that. Listen, you can't hold me in this country. I don't belong here.
Neither does Madigan, yet he may not be going back for a long time.
Who's Madigan?
Never heard of him?
Never heard of him.
And what are you doing up here? Who are you looking for in this part of the country?
Oh, stop clowning. I come up here to see the sights.
Sights, huh?
Now, I'm no expert on the RCMP or their ways, but it seems strange to me that they'd attach a rope to that gun belt there and then attach the other end of that rope in a noose-style fashion around the RCMP's neck.
It does seem very convenient for strangling them, doesn't it? I understand attaching a rope to a gun belt so you don't lose it, but you know.
Get your hand up against that rack.
Right, like the shoulder holster I get, you know, that seems reasonable.
And where's his horse?
Yeah, he's driving him.
It's my ass. On the sidewalk. Oh my.
Yes, sir. Give me Jamie. Say, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you've been cashiered out of the service.
You must mean two other fellows, Constable.
Yeah. Well, give me 10 gallons of gas and I'll sign for it.
Yes, sir.
He put his hand.
Wow.
I don't know, but he put his hand right by that fella's face. He could have bit his fingers if he was a real vicious criminal, you know?
Yeah, he could have.
Victim coming in from the States. Found a golf bag with a machine gun and shells in it. Sound familiar?
I'll say it does. That's the way Madigan and his gang operate.
Exactly.
That's their MO. It's the golf bag.
Every Madigan hit, it's a signature of his. They come in with the golf bag.
They're called the Madigan Gang. They should rename themselves the Mulligan Gang.
Yeah.
Because the golf bags.
Yeah.
Leave with absence. I'll be there.
Right. Come to the Harris house about 9 o'clock, room 5. I'll be waiting for you.
Unless they could rob the same place more than once, they could say, Mulligan.
Mulligan, yeah, do-over.
Oh, do-over, yeah.
Well, you gotta rob that bank where it lies.
Yeah.
You're a dead ringer for a fellow I used to know in the service.
Yeah. So long.
Let's stop talking about that. I clearly didn't want that said, you know?
Very smooth. Very smooth.
Sure, I seen him. No, wait a minute. I'm a lawyer, not a magician. I can't speak.
Thank God.
Yeah, he was nabbed by a mounted clown. Told me to.
I'm not getting the undercover part. Like, that Mountie is clearly wearing a Mountie uniform.
Yes, he's a Mountie.
Maybe he's secretly in the Madigan gang?
Keep on your toes.
Yeah, maybe he's a criminal?
Okay, I'll keep trying.
Boy, that guy on the other end of that phone sure talked really quickly.
Well, the gas station guy seemed like he was the undercover man.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what the deal was? So the Mountie just walks up to him and says, "Hey, buddy, how you doing? Hey, you know, oh, yeah, you're not supposed to reference the undercover guy, right?"
Right, because he's blowing his cover there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
He's a bad Mountie.
You haven't written me a letter since you went away.
You know, back in the day there when they used to have an operator for the telephone and stuff, it must have been hard for criminals to make those phone calls, right? Because then I was worried the operator would be sitting there listening.
I've been seeing him quite often.
Mm-hmm.
You connect
Anybody
the
could
person
pick
and you
up
listen
and
in on,
listen.
right? You listen in.
Yeah.
But it made obscene phone calls really great because there's even more people listening to you.
Wider audience.
Everything and everybody in this town is run by Hardy's money.
I'm afraid you're right, Bob. Even Dad's hardware store seems to depend upon them.
Hardware?
Yes, their hunting and fishing bill alone runs into plenty of money.
Oh,
the more...
hunting and fishing. The dog. The dog's going to be related somehow. It's all going to be the dog. The dog's going to be in charge of the Madigan gang.
Yep. It's all coming together.
Look at that. They kissed on the lips there. That would probably be considered obscene back then.
That was like sex scene.
Man, if only these people knew what obscene actually looked like.
Well, I'm sure glad to see you, Jamie. Nice seeing you too, Bob. Sit down.
All right, let's get to the bottom of this.
Nearly blew the wood.
This scene just started like most improv scenes start. Good to see you, Jimmy. Yeah, good to see you too, Bob.
Oh, come in and sit down.
Now we still have.
Sure, Bob.
Now we still have to provide all the information about what this scene's about and what's going on.
Yeah.
Merrily's in another town. They must have a contact somewhere, and it may be here. So far, I've seen enough to make me think that it is. I can't ask many questions. That's why I'm glad you showed up here. You know everybody in town. Now, there's one man I've been watching. He's important here, and as far as I know, above suspicion.
Was he just assassinated?
I think it was a gunshot.
Gunshot.
Wow.
Oh, my sciatica.
Somebody sniped him from the...
That was a good shot. They're drive-by shooting.
Shot.
They should recruit that guy to the Mounties.
Wow.
You know, we couldn't help but notice how good a criminal you were. How good a... You know, would you like to join the Mounties, maybe? You know? I mean, some of the skills are bound to be transferable.
Right, but if he joined the Mounties, his aim would go to hell because the Mounties are part of the Empire.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Stormtroopers can't aim.
Can't aim, that's right.
He's nervous.
I think it was the bank robbers that killed the guy there.
Must have been, yeah. They must have been onto him that he was a stool pigeon or an undercover, whatever he was. I'm not even sure what he was. Undercover is the gas station guy. I mean, that doesn't seem to be like a great productive cover.
Here's an idea for Star Wars, and I'll give this one to Kathleen Kennedy on the house. As Stormtrooper, and he quits and he becomes a private detective, you know, but he still can't aim. That's his whole shtick.
And then at the end, is he finally able to aim? To kill the guy that shot his partner?
Yes.
And then he dies at the very end too, or... I'm assuming he's a hopeless alcoholic.
You know, right, obviously.
He has to find a reason, way to solve all of his crimes without the laser blaster.
Right. Just his gumption.
Spends all his time in the cantina, gets into cantina fights.
Yeah, has his name etched onto some glass on his office door.
Yeah.
With his title, P.I.
Like a funky Star Wars language.
His title, aren't they like all clones or something? So it'd be like 7, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right.
I guess that was the assassin.
Well, if that guy was trying to quit his assassination addiction, it's obvious to all his friends that he's back on the wagon. Off the wagon.
Off the wagon, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to shoot people on a wagon.
Jimmy, are you assassinating people again? No, as he's cleaning his rifle.
I mean, you got gunpowder residue all over your hands.
That's one clown out of the way, eh, Joey?
G-man stuff.
Oh, was I supposed to shoot a clown? Oh, no, I just shot a guy.
Man, clown as an insult seems to have been around as long as clowns have existed.
Yeah. The first person that started clowning, just trying to make people happy. And right away, some asshole. Look at that clown over there.
Clown. Yeah, exactly.
All I want to do is make children laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, clown.
From minute one, clowns have faced ridicule.
And then there's a clown named Bozo, and what did people start doing? Look at that Bozo.
Look at that Bozo over there.
Come on, guys.
Oh, hello, Chief.
Yeah, that became a catch-all for clowns.
Yeah, if a guy's a bozo, you just assume he's a clown as well.
Yeah.
David Arquette owns the rights to Bozo the Clown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's he doing with it?
He used it as a Halloween costume one year.
Just sitting on it. Waiting for that big Bozo the Clown money to roll in. Waiting for that shared Bozo the Clown universe to start.
We should pitch him a bozo idea.
Sure. I got an idea for you, David Arquette. Bozo becomes a private investigator.
Hopeless alcoholic.
Hopeless alcoholic, yeah. Spends a lot of time in a certain cantina. You know how they got the clown cars? You could do that with a Star Wars ship. You know, they just keep coming out of there. Out of a TIE fighter or whatever.
Instead of the scene where the big ship crosses the camera and it takes forever, it takes like a second, but when the soldiers are coming out, that's what takes forever.
Yeah.
Here we get, sir.
No, I just want to go in.
Sorry, sir, but you have to get off the porch.
Jameson was one of my best men. Ghastly.
Jar Jar, he was kind of a clown in Star Wars there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the first Bozo, the guy who played Bozo the Clown first, was the guy who voiced Goofy.
Really?
As well? Yes, Pinto Colvig.
Okay.
It was like a record album or something he voiced him on for the Bozo the Clown. It wasn't like on TV, because Bozo the Clown was on TV after, but
yeah,
like an album or something. And it was it was that guy's voice.
Yes,
that's fun.
And Bozo on TV, now that's a weird thing, huh? The only time they've taken a chance to put a clown on TV, really, in any serious way.
The term would apply. I demand an apology.
David Arquette purchased the rights to Bozo the Clown from Larry Harmon Pictures in 2021. So 2021, wow. just recently. So he must have seen something there. Like, yes, I can get this.
Bozo is due.
Make money on this. Bozo's due, buddy.
Sergeant Woods, I want to.
Yeah, he's ready for the reboot.
Constable Hunter struck me, sir, but I prefer not to press charges.
Did you men see?
I don't know if you know how the Mounties work, but normally we arrest people and press charges. The arresting's good and all, but we need the press charges part too.
It's kind of our thing.
It's just as important. It's kind of our thing.
No dog updates in that
Dog's
paper.
been pushed all the way off the first page.
Yeah, well, you know, we all have our 15 minutes of fame.
Wintons.
Hello, Mr. Winton. Why, Bob, wait until I open up.
Look at how well that man's dressed to come open up his store. Nowadays, they just schlub down there in their T-shirt and their sweatpants.
You're lucky if they're wearing pants.
Wouldn't turn me down.
Well, you can't open a store over Zoom.
Not yet.
In another city.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But everybody seems to have heard of me and all about that court-martial.
Oh, don't worry, Bob. You can stay with me until you have a better opportunity.
Well, I'm willing to do anything.
All right, you can start.
Oh, so now this is the undercover part. This is the undercover part because he's pretending he's kicked out of the Mounties, and now he's going to be undercover in the store.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what good that's going to do. Like what? This is horrible undercover work. You know, gas station attendant, store clerk. Hey, how about in the gang, guys? How about in the criminal underworld?
Yeah, they're just infiltrating small businesses.
They're infiltrating legal small businesses.
Yeah, we're setting you up at a hot dog stand that the perp visits once every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. With no chance for you to just strike up a conversation about what they're not going to tell you what crimes they're committing.
Yes.
Look at how great those phones were, whose sole purpose was to be a phone.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to go back to? Like a rod you hold in one hand and a weird phone you use in the other?
Yeah, don't take pictures because that's really convenient.
And that thing you can drop and there's no crack in that screen.
Yeah. He's just working there now? No training or anything? Or is he just there using because the guy left?
Just gonna wing it.
I want 2 doorknobs.
2 doorknobs? That is the weirdest order I've ever heard in a store, lady.
What do you want the doorknobs
Well, you need
for?
one for each side of the door, don't you?
I'm assuming a doorknob comes as a set. You just need to order one doorknob. I'm assuming it comes with like the both sides.
That would make sense.
Where are you going, Dad?
I've got to go over and see Mr. Foster about a bill.
Who's watching the store?
Oh, I get it, because she mentioned that the guy's money's everywhere. Even Dad's hardware store seems to depend on him. So he knows that there's money coming in there illegally or some such thing. Right.
He's in on the whole thing, too.
He's looking for the drawer that says doorknobs.
Nan, are you sure you want 2 doors?
Why, Bob, what are you doing here?
He was going to ask, are you sure that you want 2 doorknobs?
Sure you wanted that?
I'd like the sole purpose I'd come into the store, please.
That's a really specific thing to order for me not to be sure about it.
Why, I thought you should have stayed away until things calmed down a little.
Well, in the meantime, I have to work, don't I?
But not back here where all the trouble started. You were just giving them something to talk about.
Well, let people talk. At least I've got a job.
This is where Bonnie Raitt got the idea for that song, Something to Talk About. This scene right here. You must have seen this movie. This movie inspired so many people. Herman Melville, Bonnie Raitt.
Charles Manson.
Will you be over for supper tonight?
Just try and keep me away.
All right.
Yeah, when he was at his lowest point. When he was at his lowest point thinking, do I have it in me to run a crazed crime family? I just don't know if I do or not. I don't know if I can do it. And he saw the movie, and yeah. Really
Then he knew.
Himself.
Then he knew.
Charles Manson is dead now, right?
I think he just died. Yeah, not too long ago, but he died in prison.
We don't have any cool up-and-coming serial killers to replace these old masters, you know? The Dahmers and the Bundys of the world are long gone.
Yeah. Well, now they all do it on YouTube.
Yeah, we don't know what kind of psychos are coming up in Gen Z. You know, they could have some real great serial killers coming up.
There might be some killers that are showing promise, you're thinking?
Right.
Guess we'll have to wait and see.
We have to go through, it's like WWE, you know, how they went through the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Right.
Back with the serial killers. So, for instance, like with the serial killers, we're communicating with the police a lot. It was like that's like cutting promos for a serial killer, essentially.
Right, like the Taunter era, you know.
Yeah, like the Zodiac sends an elaborate puzzle. That's his gimmick. BTK does a whole different thing. That's his gimmick.
For cartridges and shotgun.
Yeah, they're like Paul McCartney and other famous songwriters going back and forth, you know, trying to outdo each other.
And you tell Winton that he paid for them.
Well, I thought it must be a mistake, sir. I couldn't imagine.
Paul McCartney and Bob Dylan.
Ammunition for.
What for? I'll tell you what for.
Just wanted to make sure that we know that you know 2 songwriters.
Yeah. That's it.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, I'll hang up 4 times, and that will help me get the call back.
I just looked up the 20 countries with the most documented serial killers.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if this is just documented or like how close is documented to the real number, right? You know what I mean? Like,
what if some margin for error there?
Yeah. But even with some margin for error, the top 5, Italy with 97.
That's 5.
Canada with 106.
All right, top 5.
Yeah, that's good for us, huh? This is what this Mountie should be looking into. South Africa, 117.
Okay.
England, 166.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that there may be a margin for error here. The United States of America, 3,204.
Wicked.
They're putting up the numbers.
That's like magnitudes more.
Get those numbers out. They are leading the world. You say America isn't leading the world anymore? Well, hell, they're leading the world, my friend, in serial killers. 3,000.
Number 1.
Number one, baby. Holy cow, that's quite the jump.
Payrolls that these local banks are handling.
There you go. They're putting that bar so far out of reach. You know?
Right there, sir.
But really, though, hold on. You mean to tell me Mexico isn't on that list? With the
Oh, I
cartels
don't know.
and all that?
Well, that's not serial killers, though. If you're killed by the mob, that's not a serial killer.
I guess that's true. The mob is like a collection of serial killers. It's like a serial killer collective is what it is.
Like a serial kill, like a mob hit is because, you know, you owe them money or they want you out of the way. You know, that's
or they're
not
sending a message or whatever.
Yeah, they're sending the message or something.
Like because they like it.
A serial killer is just doing because it's a compulsion, right?
That's true.
Mexico's number 13 with 37 documented serial killers.
You're right. There's a difference between doing your job and doing something you love.
So that's what it is, though.
You guys are
There's
passionate.
just not enough call for it in Mexico because it's such an efficient machine with the cartels. The serial
All
killers
these
don't have time
workers
to get in
have
there. They can't get in there. It makes sense in America, too, with the rugged lone wolf individualism.
That's right.
That's how a serial killer rolls. Not this cartel gang bullshit. Everybody's killing and counting the kills as a collective.
Self-made men, self-made serial killer men.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I doubt that BTK was part of a feedback group.
Right, exactly.
You know?
How could we be killing more effectively out there?
Well, if he's not here, I'll leave the package and catch it.
Serial killer business school.
Sure is a tough pull up here. Mind if I have a drink? All right, take a drink and blow.
That's not how you drink. Yeah, I was going to say, have you not drank before, sir? Oh!
What kind of weird jump cut was that?
That was great. Oh, man. That was like Stooge level editing there.
That was very stupid.
It should be a great Three Stooges film, actually, because, you know, like, they're at a bank, they're accused of cowardice, so they try to join the Mounties. That's just hilarious right there. Then they try to go undercover to find this is a perfect Three Stooges film.
It really is. If they had gotten there
in like 20 minutes, though, they would have been done already.
Yeah. Yeah, if they got their heads screwed on straight and given this to the Stooges, would have been great. Look at him, he's rifling through this guy's things.
He's the way he walked up to him with it, I thought he was going to ask, hey, how does this thing work? Yeah, should you just be leaving me in here? I mean, I can walk.
Oh, what's he taking there? Something. Paper.
Gonna start a fire.
Yeah, this guy's not a very good cop.
He's gonna throw fire in his eyes.
Yep, pretty shitty police work there, buddy.
Map, I see.
Look how horribly burned that map is. You'll never be able to read it now.
Oh, so that's it. You're wasting your time with me. I'm just a dumb guy and I don't know anything.
All right, well, better let you go then. Oh no, he's gonna torture him with a red hot poker. Yeah, you're not gonna talk, huh? What if I stick my metal gun in the fire for a bit and then poke you at the end of it? Maybe you'll talk then, huh?
Same kind of a break you gave Jamie. Come on now, talk fast. What's the job? What bank? Is this map right? Who's on?
The owl up there is being incredibly still.
All right, I'll tell you. Undercover.
I saw, speaking of birds, I saw a bald eagle today.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, standing in the ditch on the side of the road.
Nice.
No, he's not here.
Cool.
From dominating the skies to dominating the ditches.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Like, it was the weirdest thing, just seeing one standing there on the grass, like on the, you know. I'm assuming something was dead and he was like picking away at it or something. But it was like kind of a shock.
Yeah.
Like, aren't you supposed to be like flying majestically, not just standing by the highway?
Eating some ditch food. Yeah. I guess they must be scavengers too. If
They do, yeah. Eagles do
Yeah.
scavenge, yeah. We think of them as noble, like hunting things, but yeah, no, they scavenge, yeah.
I'll get where the getting's good.
Yeah. It's just so like you're used to be like think of this majestic thing or in mountains or something, but just standing there, like just like any other just bird.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big birds too. Like, can you even take off from here? Or do you gotta climb to a height? Like, how does this work?
Yeah. They just flap their way up.
It was on the way to Lloydminster. If anyone's driving out to Lloydminster, maybe he'll still be there. Go check it out.
Just hanging out in a ditch. Just an eagle in the gutter.
He's down and out. Spare some change. We'll look majestic for change.
Any minute now, Joey. The old eye all right, huh? Too bad he missed up on those needle-pointed slugs. But you got 2 left, huh? 1 for each rear tire?
Yeah. You mind not talking here? I'm kind of busy.
He's got his best suit for camouflage.
Oh, boy. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, just run right towards the guy shooting in the big red suits, guys. That's how the Mounties do.
Got run out of a tree with a pistol.
There you go.
Like it was nothing.
Give you a minute to come out with your hands in the air.
They always get their man.
Get those 2.
You didn't even take 10 seconds of that minute that they gave you.
Yeah, just consider it, guys. Come on. Don't rush it. Let it simmer a while.
Everything all right, Jordan? Can you get in sound still?
Yep. No, everything's good. Just trying to get some room noise to see if there was any screaming or crying.
Sure.
Like from Dan, you mean? Yeah, he gets upset with these movies.
I do.
I don't get it. There's no color. What's going on?
Did the world get sucked of color? What happened to it?
The markings may prove it. There's a 5th member to this gang of killers, and I think I know where he is. May I use a motorcycle?
Go to it.
Thank you, sir.
So polite.
Go to it, sir.
Okay.
Okay. This is how the Mounties work? You just walk up and say, "Give me a motorcycle," and they have to do it?
Yeah, I went to borrowed a car.
As you leave.
Yeah. Borrowed a car once. Had to do some shopping. Just go to an RCMP. They'll give you their vehicle. They're good like that.
Okay, here we go. Climactic battle.
Pretty sure you're not supposed to park that there, but all right. He's a Mountie, I guess he can get away with it.
Yeah, the rules don't apply to the Mounties. Look at that, caught him in the act. Red-handed.
Blasting.
Back up and turn around.
But you know what he didn't catch him doing? Acting. Acting good.
Did you see the way he shot him? Pew.
Yeah, that's how you want to hold it. You want to hold it with a limp wrist, close to your body, elbow bent. That's how you want to do it. That's how you want to shoot a gun.
Pretty embarrassing to get shot when you've got the jump on someone.
Yeah, here's the thing. So, yeah, there's the rest of the Mounties. So, I mean, they just let him go off in the motorbike. Like, how come that situation didn't go, I think I know where the last guy is? Okay, well, then let's all go and get him.
Let's go. Yeah, exactly.
He should have used the combination when he fired him.
Yes, of course.
Well, Inspector, you know where you can find me if you want me.
Wait a minute, Hardy. We'd like you to come along.
Well, I'll come over to the barracks later to make a full complaint.
Put out your hands, Hardy. You're under arrest.
Oh, way to play it cool there, Hardy. They didn't have anything on you.
Yeah, it just about worked. I thought he was going to get away.
How did you know where I was, sir?
I also had an idea who the fifth man was.
Yeah, we'd already figured it out. See, because we're all Mounties. We're all doing police work.
He was never out.
That's right, dear.
But he struck Sergeant Wood. I saw it.
And I felt it.
Oh, Sergeant Wood. Shut up.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Everyone's calling me sir. That's right. I'm in charge of all the Mounties now.
Good.
Undercover.
That's over.
Done.
All right, let's get out of here.
The best that 1934 had to offer.
Oh, boy.
Well, I'll say this. This was much better than the director's previous film.
It was better than the horse one, yes. At least this one had other locations than what we were told was a street. I didn't think so. One hamburger stand and a room in a barn.
I kind of like the other one better because at least it had Smokey.
Really?
Yeah, Smokey was great. This movie could use Smokey.
I thought this one, the editing was a bit better. The story was a bit tighter. It moved at a better pace.
Yeah. If it were the Three Stooges, it would have been a perfect film.
Oh, yes.
100% that's true.
For both, I think for the Thoroughbred or for this one.
Oh, yeah, you could use that plot for either. Those would be great Three Stooges
You
plots.
can use the titles.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to change the titles, yeah.
The Three
Any
Stooges
time
meet
travelers from
Thoroughbred.
past Hollywood looking for ideas, feel free to use that.
Yeah, there you go. It's all yours. Get those guys that made that Three Stooges movie back. Was it Will Sasho, Sean Hayes, and the other guy? Get them to make another one.
Yeah.
Use either of these films.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that bit of comedy there. And if you did, then consider hitting the subscribe button, hitting the share button, spreading this to everyone you know. And, you know, whether you force them to watch it or whether you encourage them to watch it, that's up to you. But that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, just like syphilis. Force it. Spread it around. Get it out there.
See, Justin, you learn nothing. You learn nothing from these movies we watch.
Yeah, I didn't learn. That's why I'm going to be honest. That anti-syphilis movie just made me want to go out there and get syphilis even more.
Yeah, fair enough. They made it look very cool.
Reverse psychology.
All right. Well, we're going to
Big
kill those
syphilis is
cameras. Have a
behind
good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.